Yo, what's up guys, it's Cave here, and today is going to be my first rebuild video ever in Madden 20. And in this new series I'm starting, basically we're just going to choose a really bad team in the NFL and try and make it better. And our first team we're going to be working on is the Detroit Lions, and they've had a history of being really bad. I mean, they haven't won a Super Bowl yet in their entire franchise history, and they're one of the older teams in the NFL too. So I think what I'm going to try and do here is rebuild the Lions into a dynasty, and we're going to turn them into a Super Bowl caliber team. And we're going to do that through a variety of methods. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. So first, before we do anything, we got to take a look at our lineup, see what we're going to do about it. So Matt Stafford, he's got some time left on him. He's only 31. For a quarterback, that's pretty young. He has a okay development trait. Kenny Galladay, he's someone that we're going to want to keep around. He's 25 with 86 overall, so he's got some potential. Although Danny Amendola is someone I want to get rid of because he's 33. And how's his contract looking? That's stats. But like, you know, he's 33. We don't want that. Offensive line, we're doing pretty good. I think most of these guys are decently okay, or decently young. I think our running back, he's young too. He's someone that we could keep an eye on. And then we have Darius Slay Jr. Our defensive line is looking pretty good. Our linebacker core is what we need to work on. Yeah, I think if I'm gonna go for a draft pick, I might go for a linebacker, especially a middle linebacker, because that's looking terrible. So yeah, that's what we have so far. Trade-wise, I might try and get rid of Danny Amendola. I don't know why I'm getting this, because I've done franchise mode before. Oh, I accidentally pressed that. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna try and make some trades, especially for Danny Amendola. If we can get rid of Danny Amendola, then that's something that would really help us. Before his, see, middle linebacker is our biggest need, but before his, before the amount people are gonna want him goes down, we're gonna try and get rid of him. So we got Danny Amendola, he's 33. Does anyone want him? The Bills? Oh, the Broncos want him. Who can the Broncos give us? We need someone young. Alright, so let's just look at position-wise what we need. We need a linebacker. Do they have any? Not anyone that we're interested in. Right outside linebacker. Bradley Chubb. Will they give us Bradley Chubb? Most likely not. Terrible trade. We're done with you, Broncos. Who else wants Danny Amendola? Let's see. No one else really wants him. He's that terrible? You seriously? There we go. The Packers are looking for Danny Amendola. We would love to give you Danny Amendola, only if we can get someone decent out of this. Definitely not going to give us him. What do we get? Can they give us a lineman? That's my question. Will they give us? That's okay. So what we could actually do is throw in a late round draft pick. We'll give him a 5th round pick. No, okay, so we're not making any trades. That's great. So I guess we're gonna advance to the regular season and see how everyone develops. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go through the season simulating it. I'm not gonna play every game because that would take a very long time. Basically, we're just gonna simulate through the season. We're gonna watch what happens in the playoffs, if we even make the playoffs. My goal for our first season is to just do horrible and get a draft pick where we can pick up someone incredible. Because if we can get a good player, then we can build our team around them. So we're about to enter the regular season, and this is something, you know, this is exciting. I really like doing rebuilds because it's kind of just real life, and you get to be an NFL GM and like see how you want to build your team. Oh, we got Darius Slay with an upgrade trait. I'll give him zone. I think zone's a pretty good thing to have. He's going to be up to an 88. Player recognition and tackle goes up, which is really helpful. So now we're just going to auto upgrade the rest of these guys, because that's a lot. Our team is 80 overall. Season goal. What is our goal? 4 wins. We're not going to do good. We have our first couple games of the regular season coming up. How are we going to do when we reach mid-season? I really hope we do bad. I know that sounds kind of cliche, but I want that good draft pick, and then we can scout once we get there. So alright guys, so we're back. It looks like we beat the Giants in week 8 by 1 point. So let's look at how we did. We went 3-4. So that's not bad, but it's not good. I honestly was hoping we did worse. Oh, we got Damon Harrison is gonna go up to a 90 overall. I want him to be a power rusher. We need some more pass rushing going on here. His power moves are gonna go up, which is gonna be helpful. Trey Flowers is gonna get better. We'll upgrade his power rushing too, because if we can get some really good pass rush. His speed went up by 1, which is nice. Kenny Galladay, deep threat. I think that's one of my favorite upgrades to give receivers, because it just gives them so many upgrades for certain stats. TJ Hutchinson is someone that we're gonna want to get up, because he's a really young tight end that we could just use to an advantage. We're gonna skip all of these upgrades. So 3-4, huh? Our team went up to an 81. And we got some re-signing to do. Who are we gonna want to re-sign? Danny Amendola, we're not gonna re-sign you. Mike Daniels, he's 30. Although he is looking for a small amount, I think it's worth it. It's only 1 year. You, I want to keep. We can't get rid of you. You are like, this guy's a good right guard. We'll get rid of him. We're gonna keep Deshaun Robinson. He's young. He can develop for us. He's happy. Okay. This wants 3 years. Yeah, no, thanks. Then I'll re-sign you for 1 year. Cause when we're doing these rebuilds, bonus. Okay, so basically, when we're doing these rebuilds, a lot of what we have to focus on is cap space. If we can get a lot of cap space, then we can sign some really good players in free agency. Let's look at the draft. I'm gonna download some real life draft classes, so just make it more interesting. So that way we can have a 2020 NFL draft going on in this franchise. Make it as realistic as possible for obviously your entertainment and also for my fun, because these are real guys we can look at. So yeah, this is gonna be pretty fun. If, you know, it loads. There we go. So we got 2020 NFL draft. This is the one that everyone uses. So we're gonna download the draft class real quick and we're gonna scout some players. What I'm looking at is Chase Young right now. I think that's someone that we could really use. We have Chase Young right here. Team-wise, although we don't actually need a right end. I think it's because we have Trey Flowers. So, middle linebacker, we have Isaiah Simmons. He's a mid-first rounder. This is so... we could pick up Isaiah Simmons if we need him. We could also look at Grant Delpit. Oh, he's an early first rounder. That would be a steal. Left guard. Also, we need some other linebackers. We also could use a wide receiver. So I'm gonna scout some receivers too. He's a mid-first rounder. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and get a lot of first-round draft picks. I'm gonna start trading a lot of guys in order to like rebuild this team. Yeah, he's like insane. We want him. Well, Andrew Thomas. We'll look at these guys. And then We'll take a look at Henry Ruggs, speedster, late first rounder. Jalen Rager, he sucks. We don't want him. Middle linebacker again. We're gonna start looking at some steals later in the season, but right now we just gotta look at our positions that we need. We can use a strong safety. He sucks too. Nice. Okay, so that's all the scouting we can do. So what I'm actually gonna do now, we can't trade anymore. I'm gonna try and make some trades around draft time. So that's 3 and 4. Let's see if we can do bad when we reach playoff time. Alright, we have reached playoff time. How is our record doing? 5 and 11. That is exactly what we needed. We are gonna get such a good draft pick. So if we look at who we can upgrade. Kenny Galladay again. I want to give him deep threat. He's gonna go up to an 87. That's good. That's definitely something we can use. Everyone else, I'll just like do the auto upgrade. Our team is now up to an 82 overall. TJ Hutchinson unlocks a new ability. We are looking good. This is exactly what we wanted. So now, let's actually look at our... We'll go to the end of the season so that we can look at who wins MVP and such. I know our guys are going to do bad, but if we have some players that had a good season, they can upgrade dev traits. So like if we get an offensive player of the year, or a defensive player of the year, or a rookie of the year of some sort, then we could get better dev traits and it would better increase our abilities, which would be really nice. So yeah, it's Pro Bowl week right now, so we're already almost at the Super Bowl. I wonder who made it. You think it would be like the Chiefs and Niners in real life? Probably not. My guess is that it's going to be the Browns, because for some reason the Browns are always good. It was the Pats versus the Cowboys in the Super Bowl, and it looks like the Cowboys win 27-21. 20 players are ready to negotiate their contracts. I don't think any of these guys are people I'm trying to re-sign. They're all either old or just not good enough to be worth anything. He wants too much for a 69 overall. He's a running back. That's a replaceable position. Lots of these guys are extremely replaceable. We don't need to worry about them. And it'll also free up a ton of cap space. So now, we can go into one of my favorite times of the year in Madden franchise mode, and that is free agency. We need some good players. Look at all the cap space. We got 23 million. That's enough for 2 decent players, or we could sign 1 really good player. We don't need Chris Jones. Andrew Luck, we don't need. Even though I'd like to have him, Matt Stafford's an 81. And that would just be too much money on quarterbacks. Don't need a defensive tackle. Too old as a receiver. He's looking for 4 years. That is something we could use. We could use Kareem Hunt. He's only 25. He'd be really helpful on our team. Looks like a lot of Patriots players. We have AB. Eric Armstead could be useful. So what I'm actually going to go is sign Kareem Hunt. He's not even asking for too much either. No one's bid for him yet. We don't need Kendall Fuller. We have some good cornerbacks. He's asking for 1 year. In the long run, that wouldn't be helpful. We could use Joe Thuney. I think he'd be really helpful for us. Beef up our offensive line. Oh my god, we gotta get higher than the Seahawks. So close. He's asking for a lot. There we go. And we could pick up Ryan Shazier. We don't have the salary cap. So, Thuney's very expensive. He's not worth it. I'm sorry, man. We need to upgrade our defense. So we're gonna give ourselves Ryan Shazier. We should make it a guarantee that he wants to sign with us. that's gonna help beef up our defense. Who else do you want? We don't need any of these running backs. Dante Fowler. I think it's a good bet to draft another. We don't have the salary cap. Okay. Fine. Haha, Clinton Dix. He's got a superstar development trait, which means he has something left in him. We actually only have like $140,000 left in cap space though, which means it would be practically impossible to make any trades. Let's just see what happens. They all signed. We have barely any cap space left. I actually should have went for less. We need a fullback. I mean, we could draft a fullback in the late rounds. This guy looks pretty good. Any good fullbacks? Fine. Tight end. I usually like to look at people that have high scouting grades because that means that, like this guy, he's better than what it actually says he is. Which means we could get someone good at that position. We need a punter. This guy's the best punter. He's not the best punter. Is this guy actually the best punter? He is the best punter. Okay. We can use the last pick on him. Left outside linebackers. This guy must be really good if his, yeah, early second round. A 6.6, going pretty late in the draft, although he actually sucks. A right outside linebacker. Late second round, 6.9. He's going into the early second round. Terrell Lewis is a late second rounder and he's a third round pick. That's someone we could look at. Left guard. Let's look at some left guards. A 5.9 going into the 5th round. He is a mid-5th rounder. Okay. We're gonna simulate the draft and we're gonna make some trades. And we're gonna actually look at the needs of the other teams to try and figure out who they need and who they're probably gonna draft. And what pick we actually are gonna have. We can get a really good player from this draft. But I want to have at least 3 first-round picks. 2 at the minimum. Because having first-round picks would significantly increase our ability to, like, rebuild. So we're going to pause the draft. We have the 5th pick. That's the Dolphins are going to take a quarterback. Bengals are going to take a quarterback. Giants are probably going to take a quarterback. Raiders might not take. They'll probably take Chase Young. That's what I'm thinking at least. I want to trade with the Raiders. They're the biggest threat. Or should I? The Raiders have 2 first-round picks. They could actually give up one. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna ask the Raiders politely for a first-round pick. Ask for pick 4. Who do they want? Cornerbacks. We have cornerbacks. Luckily for you, that is exactly what we have. Do you want this guy? He's 24. You don't want him. Do I have to give up Justin Coleman? If we give you Justin Coleman, you better give us that other pick. Who else do you want? Right end. Who do we have for right end? I'll give you this guy. Now how about this? No. How about you give us like a cornerback back. We'll take this guy. They don't. Come on, we're giving you an 86 overall. Don't you want an 86 overall? Like, come on. We don't want to give you Ryan Shazier either. This guy's 23. Wow, okay. What about the Bengals? They're historically a garbage franchise. I actually made some really stupid trades with the Giants too. Who do you want? A quarterback. So they're gonna draft a quarterback. What if we give you Matt Stafford? You guys give us someone with a really terrible contract like William Jackson. That is a terrible, terrible trade. They don't want to do that. Well, the Giants are good at accepting bad trades. The Giants are really good at accepting bad trades. So, do the Giants want the trade? Come on. They always seem to screw themselves up with trades. What do you want? A defensive tackle. We actually do have a fairly good amount of defensive tackles. We can give you Ashawn Robinson for that number 3 draft pick. See how easy it is to get a pick from the Giants? I mean, like, they don't know what they're doing. I'll give you my 3rd round pick. That is so close. What about the 6th round pick too? We got it. Now we have 2 first round draft picks. We got the number 3 and the number 5 pick, which is huge. Who are the Dolphins gonna pick? Chase Young. Who are the Bengals going to pick? They're gonna take Tua, which means we are gonna get some really good players. Who do we want? We have Joe Burrow still in the draft. We could take Jerry Jeudy. We have Ryan Shazier now. I think he has a good chance of being an X Factor. I think we're gonna take the strong safety Grant Delpit.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
78 overall. He's number 4. He's a hidden depth trait. That's exactly what we wanted. Who are the Raiders gonna take? They're gonna take a left tackle. So now we have the 5th round pick, the number 5 pick in the draft. And with that pick, we might want to pick up a left guard. There's no good left guards. I think we could pick up Jerry Jeudy right here. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick up Jerry Jeudy out of Alabama.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
He's got a hidden depth trait, number 2 in true talent. That's a steal, if you ask me. Good picks, good picks. We're gonna simulate to our next pick, which is gonna come in the 2nd round. Pick 5. We're gonna wait out on the punter. I think we're gonna pick up the right outside linebacker. We're gonna pick up Anthony Jennings, another hidden dev trait. That is crazy. That is definitely something that we wanted, and it was only 3 below for talent level, which is really good. So that's 3 insane picks in our first draft for the Lions. We got a 4th round pick now. Who do we want? KJ Hill. is okay. We just traded defensive tackle. I think we might go with the defensive tackle, Lorenzo Neal Jr.
The Chargers are
It's a
now
good
on the
pick.
clock.
Normal depth trait, but it's a good pick. And that's something that we can build our team around. Late rounds.
The Lions
5th
are
round.
now on the clock.
We're gonna take a tight end in the 5th round. And I think our tight end is going to be Colby Parkinson.
The Chargers are now
It's a good
on the
pick.
clock.
114th in true talent. We've had a good draft so far. And now we're gonna start picking up the guys we don't really need as much.
The
In
Lions
round
are
7,
now on the clock.
we're gonna pick up our punter, Gene
The
Dangus.
Chargers are now on the clock.
74 overall. He's a hitting depth trait punter. Nice. That's really good. And I think that's all of our picks. That is all of our picks. So if we take a recap of our team, up to an 83. Look at this draft recap. Look at how good of a draft we had. First pick, Grant Delpit. He's a 78 overall, 91 speed. Jerry Jeudy as a number 2 pick, 94 speed. He's fast. Then we got Anthony Jennings, the left outside linebacker. He's gonna turn around our defense. Lorenzo Neal Jr., powerful defensive tackle. Colby Parkinson, the tight end, and Gene Dangus, the punter. This is looking really good. So that's gonna be it for the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed my first season rebuilding the Lions. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. We're gonna be uploading the 2nd season of our Lions rebuild in the near future, so stay tuned for that. Have a good one.